listen, she's a beautiful young lady. And there's a lot of beautiful young ladies in the WNBA. But when you do that, you can't come down the line and complain about being objectified later on. It's not going to work with people. Whether it's right or wrong, it's not going to work. And when you do stuff like that and you're drawing attention to yourself because of that, that can be problematic for you.
Imagine this. It's New Year's Eve, and Angel Reese shares a photo that says, "Look at me," rather than "Game on." Within moments, the internet erupts, not in celebration, but in controversy. Stephen A. Smith jumps in with one of his signature rants, and before you know it, Reese's social media goes dark. But here's the real question. Was it worth it? Once a rising WNBA rebounding star, Reese now finds herself at the center of a cautionary tale for athletes navigating fame and social media. And Stephen A. Smith? He didn't hold back, drawing sharp comparisons between Reese's bold persona and Caitlin Clark's composed professionalism. His take on Reese's attention-grabbing move and its potential consequences for her WNBA career will leave you stunned. Let's break it all down.
Here's the part that I like about the backlash. Clearly, it's something that a lot of people can't take. So if it's something that you can't take, maybe you shouldn't expose yourself to the backlash and provoking the backlash.
As the countdown to midnight begins, Angel Reese steps into the spotlight, turning heads in a jaw-dropping dress to welcome 2025. But instead of admiration, her bold Instagram video sparks a wave of backlash. What she may have expected to be a show-stopping moment quickly turns into a social media storm. The comments flood in, harsh, critical, and sometimes outright brutal. Even her biggest supporters seem to question her decision. In that instant, one thing becomes clear. This high-risk move didn't deliver the reward she had hoped for.
Especially when the comparison is going to be drawn to Caitlin Clark, who isn't doing such things. That might not be fair. I'm not saying it is. And you certainly have the right to dress how you want and to do what you want and to live your life. But people have a right to have their opinions about what you put on display. And if they don't like it and they believe that it's not the right thing for you to be doing when you talk about building your brand, I don't know how you can argue that, Tori.
So, what sparked all the outrage? Picture Angel Reese in a barely there dress that left little to the imagination, striking bold poses that made viewers do a double-take. This wasn't just a New Year's outfit, it was a statement, crafted to command attention. And it certainly did. But as heated debates erupted online, Reese's social media presence took an unexpected turn: silence. Then, in a shocking twist, her Instagram account vanished entirely, wiped clean as if it had never existed.
My daughters are fully aware. Daddy had better damn well not see an outfit like that on social media. Now, I ain't judging Angel Reese. Live your life. I'm talking about my daughters.
Right.
I promise you. I better not see that. Hey, they could be in college in LA, in Boston, or anywhere in between. Daddy will drop the mic, hop in the car, on the plane, or wherever. That ain't gonna happen. You said, I'm not having it. That's me.
Let's be real. This isn't just about a dress. It's about a young athlete possibly facing a hard truth about the spotlight she's in. At 22, Angel Reese is old enough to understand the weight of her choices, and now the sports world is left asking, what happens next? Before anyone can process the fallout, Stephen A. Smith enters the conversation with his signature take, and trust me, you won't want to miss what he has to say about Reese's New Year's spectacle.
She deleted her Instagram, and that's the most important part about all of this, because clearly she's uncomfortable with some of the backlash that she's getting because she deleted her Instagram.
When Stephen A. Smith weighs in, you know it's serious, and he didn't hold back on Angel Reese's New Year's stunt. This wasn't just a passing remark. Smith went full, disappointed dad mode, delivering a scathing lecture that left no room for misinterpretation. Let's break down his reaction, because this one wasn't just a critique, it was a slam dunk of a reality check.
Let's call it what it is. I am not trying to say that she should be criticized or she is wrong. What I'm saying is by pulling it down, clearly you felt there was something wrong with it.
From the jump, Stephen A. Smith called out Angel Reese's hypocrisy faster than you can say, double standard. His argument: you can't complain about being objectified when you're deliberately chasing that kind of attention. Ouch, that one had to sting. But Smith didn't stop there. He doubled down, refusing to let Reese off the hook so easily. In a pointed comparison, he held up Caitlin Clark as the gold standard, an athlete who navigates the spotlight with poise, professionalism, and an unwavering focus on the game.
Yes, you are 22. Yes, you are young. And there's a lot of things that we didn't want people to know about when we were her age. Fair enough, especially me, okay? Because I'm 30 plus years removed from that age. I got that part. There was no social media then or whatever. But here's my point to you. She knows this social media. She is not dumb. She's quite a brilliant young lady. She's very smart, very accomplished. And on top of it all, she is in this age where she does know social media exists, and she has exploited it to her advantage. And so when you take that into consideration, that means you're mindful of the imagery and the perception that you're assisting in creating about yourself.
Smith didn't mince words as he laid out his comparisons and hard truths. His commentary drew a stark contrast between the two athletes, making it crystal clear who, in his eyes, was setting the right example. With every pointed remark, he left little room for debate. This was a lesson in reputation management, and Reese was on the wrong side of it.
Here's what I have a problem with, Tori. Angel Reese, in doing the things that she has done, let's face reality. She's going to be attached to Caitlin Clark to some degree. If Angel Reese had never waved her hand in her face when LSU was beating Iowa for in the Final Four of the national championship, if that hadn't happened, Angel Reese's name might not be as big.
Talk about a slam dunk of a comparison. While Angel Reese's post came off as a bid for fleeting fame, Caitlin Clark is busy building an empire, both on and off the court. But Smith's criticism isn't just about one flashy photo. He's challenging Reese's true priorities. Does she want to be known for her dominance in the game or for social media stunts? It's a high-stakes battle for identity, and right now, it seems like Reese is losing ground.
But what's not debatable is the fact that Caitlin Clark has handled her branding extremely well. Whereas with Angel Reese, sometimes you find yourself scratching your head and wondering what the hell she's doing. Like that photo right there.
The conversation intensified when one of Smith's guests jumped in, adding even more fuel to the fire. Their take. Reese seems desperate for attention, no matter how trivial. They argued that while the sports world is locked in on performance and competition, Reese appears more focused on playing the notice me game. And according to them, backed by Smith, this kind of behavior isn't just bad optics. It could have real consequences for her WNBA career. With teams watching her every move, the question now is whether she's helping or hurting her own future.
You have to be cognizant that no matter how you step out of your house, you are now Angel Reese. And you will always be picked apart, unfortunately. It comes with the crown. You're a queen. You're beautiful, So you just have to remember that if you aren't ready for the scrutiny, if you're not ready for the heat, then, you just got to be mindful that what comes with it. You have to be mindful with what comes with it.
Let's be real. In pro sports, your reputation isn't just built on what you do on the court. It's shaped by how you carry yourself off it. And right now, Angel Reese's off-court antics are stealing the spotlight from her actual game. Smith's message is crystal clear. Reese has a choice to make. Does she want to be celebrated for her skills or criticized for her Instagram persona? It's a high-stakes decision, and time isn't on her side. In the fast-moving world of professional sports, today's rising star can quickly become tomorrow's cautionary tale.
It might have been a right or wrong decision depending on what she feels or what other people feel. I'm just saying that what's inescapable is that even though she's not Caitlin Clark, she's going to be reminded she's not Caitlin Clark with every good thing that Caitlin Clark does, because that was her number one nemesis, in a lot of people's eyes, number one.
Let's be real. In pro sports, your reputation isn't just built on what you do on the court. It's shaped by how you carry yourself off it. And right now, Angel Reese's off-court antics are stealing the spotlight from her actual game. Smith's message is crystal clear. Reese has a choice to make. Does she want to be celebrated for her skills or criticized for her Instagram persona? It's a high-stakes decision, and time isn't on her side. In the fast-moving world of professional sports, today's rising star can quickly become tomorrow's cautionary tale.
You have to remember one thing. She's not Caitlin Clark. And we can't ask her to be
Right.
anyone else besides herself, and
Sure.
especially not
Sure.
right here. We're not going to do that. We want you to be you. We love seeing the great parts of your journey, but we also have to remember she's 22 years old.
While Angel Reese finds herself caught up in social media controversy, Caitlin Clark is thriving, and the contrast between these two rising stars couldn't be more striking. Clark has been making headlines for all the right reasons, delivering a powerful speech at a women's forum in Massachusetts, chatting with NFL icons Jason and Travis Kelce on their podcast, and stacking up Athlete of the Year awards. On top of that, she's grinding in the gym with her new head coach, Stephanie White, proving that her focus remains on elevating her game. Clark isn't just talking the talk,